For years, Benjamin Netanyahu has been one of the most powerful and controversial leaders in the Middle East. But right now, something is changing. Behind closed doors, political pressure is building, military decisions are becoming more difficult, and the situation around Netanyahu is becoming more intense than ever before. From rising regional tensions to internal political challenges, everything seems to be moving at once. And for the first time in a long time, analysts are asking a serious question. What's really happening to Netanyahu right now? Because this is not just about one leader, it's about power, war, strategy, and the future of an entire region. Netanyahu has led Israel through some of the most critical moments in its modern history. From military operations to diplomatic negotiations, his leadership has shaped the country's direction for years. But leadership in the Middle East is never simple. Every decision carries consequences, every move is watched closely by allies and rivals alike, and in times of rising tension, those decisions become even more critical. Right now, Israel faces a complex situation. Regional threats are increasing, military readiness remains high, and political debates inside the country are becoming more intense. At the same time, global attention is focused on the region. Every statement, every action, every movement, analyzed in real time. And in the center of it all is Netanyahu. But the real story is not just about what is visible, it's about what's happening behind the scenes. Because in geopolitics, the most important decisions are often made away from cameras, inside meeting rooms, military command centers, and strategy discussions that shape the next steps. So what exactly is going on? Why is Netanyahu's position becoming more complex? And how could this situation affect the wider Middle East? To answer that, we need to look beyond headlines, because the reality is far more complicated than it appears. And the next phase of this story could have consequences far beyond one country. Benjamin Netanyahu has been a dominant figure in Israeli politics for decades. Serving multiple terms as prime minister, he has built a reputation as a strong and strategic leader. But long-term leadership also brings challenges. Over time, political pressure begins to build. Opposition grows, and expectations increase. Inside Israel, Netanyahu has faced significant political challenges, debates over security policies, disagreements within government coalitions, and increasing pressure from opposition groups. At the same time, the regional situation has become more complex. Tensions with Iran continue, security concerns remain high, and military readiness is constantly maintained. This creates a difficult balance. On one side, strong leadership is expected. On the other, every decision is heavily scrutinized. Because in a region like the Middle East, even small actions can have large consequences. Netanyahu's leadership is now being tested on multiple fronts: political, military, strategic, and international. This combination creates one of the most challenging environments any leader can face. And as pressure increases, the margin for error becomes smaller. To understand Netanyahu's current situation, we need to look at the scale of what he is managing. Israel operates one of the most advanced militaries in the region. Thousands of active personnel, advanced fighter jets, layered missile defense systems, and cutting-edge technology. At the same time, Israel's economy plays a critical role in maintaining stability. Strong economic performance supports military capability. But economic challenges can create additional pressure. Political support is another key factor. Leadership depends not only on power, but also on public confidence. When pressure increases, public opinion becomes more important than ever. This combination of military strength, economic factors, and political dynamics creates a complex situation, and managing all of it requires careful decision-making. From a strategic perspective, Netanyahu's position is one of the most complex in global politics. He must balance multiple priorities at once: security, diplomacy, internal stability, and international relationships. Every decision must consider both immediate and long-term consequences. Military actions must be carefully calculated. Diplomatic relationships must be maintained, and internal political stability must be managed. This creates a situation where every move is critical, because one wrong decision could shift the balance. The situation around Netanyahu is not limited to Israel. It has global implications. The Middle East is a key region for global security and economics. Any instability can affect international markets, energy supplies, and global political relationships. Analysts and think tanks closely monitor developments in the region. Their assessments highlight the importance of stability, because changes in leadership or strategy can impact the entire region. This is why the situation is watched so closely worldwide. Right now, Netanyahu stands at a critical point, a moment where multiple pressures are converging: political challenges, regional tensions, strategic decisions, all happening at the same time. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The decisions made now will shape what happens next, not just for Israel, but for the entire region, and possibly beyond. Because in geopolitics, moments like this often define the future. The question is not just what is happening now. The real question is what happens next, and how will it change the balance of power in the Middle East?